Welcome Forex traders. We are looking at the AUDCAD 4-hour time frame here today, which I have just entered the market to the short side based on the horseshoe break pattern that appeared right here a few candles back. So let me talk about this real quick and show you where I entered and talk about the entry. Right here we have a bullish engulfing signal that formed with a nice pullback for the entry. And we talked about this last week. We would have taken profit right as the price passed through this prior bounce. So this level established a support zone, which we can drag right on out if we desire. But more importantly, following this pattern, we got a bounce that held right here. Okay, this little bounce, which was a pullback for our entry, held right here as a support floor, establishing a nice level of support, which then was tested right here and failed. So this is considered a major break or a major support, a major breakout of a major support, which when that happens, we watch for signals to follow. We either watch for a test of this level, we watch for the price to move down and then give us a retest, or pull back up to the center band for a rejection signal. We watch for something to happen after a break, because on a break there's stop losses, there's people guessing that the market's going to go back to the upside. There's so many things that happen right here emotionally with traders that it's just a good place to look for these patterns that we have put in place that statistically have nice risk reward setups that work. Okay, so here's the single candle pullback. You get the bounce, you get the single candle pullback, and then the break of this level right here, where I've got this support line drawn. Okay, when this appears, you can see it appear. It's done. It's formed. There it is. There's no guessing. Is it going to close this way or not? You wait for the pattern to form, and then you get in on the entry, which would be a pullback in this case at the breakout line. So reviewing our horseshoe break pattern signal entries, we wait for one or maybe four. I think I say 4 or 5 at the max. I want the fifth one to break back down at the max on these little horseshoe patterns. But a single candle is also nice too. 1 to 4 candles. In this case, we have a 1 candle and then the break. The pullback right here for the entry, I missed that entry. I actually entered 8 hours later on this candle right here just before it closed. So this goes to show you that just because you miss your pullback or you miss your entry on a certain trade, it goes to show that you can get back in with a second or third chance later. Here was a second chance, the price was back up there again, and here was a third chance. Now let me tell you this, would I have entered if the price was down here and I saw, oh, this happened, it's already moving my way, I got to get in on this? No, I would not, because that changes the whole pattern, the whole setup that is in place. The pattern that is in place is one such that you enter on the pullback at the break line with your stop loss 5 pips above, in this case, the break candle. That's the setup, nothing more. So if I couldn't get in at this level on the next, on some candle to follow, then I would have just said forget it. We'll move on to the next signal. There's too many signals that appear every week to be chasing a signal. Don't do it. If you find yourself that desperate for a signal, then you need to go down to a lower time frame and be trading the 15-minute perhaps, and that it's totally doable with our strategies. But if you're that kind of a trader that has to be entering a trade, then look for these patterns on shorter time frames, and you'll see that they appear over and over again in the market. Welcome back. Our 2 times profit target has been reached. It looks like approximately 12 hours following the entry. So this is just another example of how successful this horseshoe break pattern is and how fast you can take profit from these trades when you see them. So watch for them, learn them, and live them. Until next time.